Hello, comic book community. This is Read Comics 81, and I am back with another comic book haul video. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Sunday afternoon. Uh, got quite a few books to show today. I've got comic books, I've got some paperbacks, I've got some magazines, a little bit of everything. And I'm going to be showing books from a used bookstore, two antique malls, one local and one in Ohio that I went to, and also from a flea market here in Michigan. So I'm going to get started with some books that I picked up from the used bookstore, and this is actually, it used to be the drugstore that I bought my comic books at when I was a kid. It shut down, then it became a liquor store for 25 years, and then it became a used bookstore. It's called Totem Books in Flint, Michigan. They have a small comic book section, used comics, graphic novels, things like that, and I was able to pick up a couple of cool things. Nothing that I was like super stoked about, but I just wanted to make a couple of purchases just to help them out so that they can hopefully stay in business. And the first thing I picked up was Superman at 50. And this is a collection of essays about Superman. It was really cheap. This was only, I think, like $4. So I bought it. I read the first one. It was about Siegel and Schuster and their childhoods and how they created Superman together. So that was a really good read. And the next one I picked up was Comic Book Culture. It's a pretty big, thick book, and I paid $9 for this hardcover book. It's got some really cool illustrations in it, basically just pictures of Golden Age comics and the history of Golden Age comics. So the title is a little bit misleading. It's about Golden Age comics. And really cool book, well worth $9, I think. And that's all I found there. I didn't buy any actual comic books. I also went to a local flea market and picked up a little stack of books. And this is the first time that I've ever shown one of these. It's the first one that I've ever owned. And this is a Marvel Comics pocket book. It's a little paperback book, Doctor Strange. And it reprints, I think it reprints the first appearance of Doctor Strange and a bunch of other Doctor Strange stories. But cool little book. I like these. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to read it because the font in this is very, very, very tiny. Even with my glasses, when I was flipping through it, I struggled to read it. But just a cool little book to own, and I think I paid $4 for this. It's either 3 or 4. It was really affordable. And another paperback that I found there, I thought looked really interesting. This is an informal history of the pulp magazines. So I thought that would be a really cool read. The font in this book is also really tiny, but I think I'm gonna, when I get a chunk of time that I can sit down and actually focus on reading this, I think I'm gonna give it a read. It just looks too cool to not read, and I paid $3 for that. Okay, let's get into some actual comic books. At that flea market, at that antique mall, I also found Iron Man number 49 for $5. And none of these books that I'm going to show in this video are like big keys or anything, but I like all kinds of comic books. I love key issues, but I also just like comic books in general. And right now, I'm on a Bronze Age Marvel kick, so that's really been my focus lately. And I also, let's see, did I say what I paid for that? I paid $5 for that. And I also found Captain America number 183, and I paid $4 for that. And this is in high grade. I've been finding a lot of Captain America lately. Also found another issue of the Ghost Rider, and this is number 5. Nice high grade copy of this, and I paid $20 for that. Beautiful book. Okay, and that will do it for that antique mall. Went to an out-of-town flea market about an hour away from my house. They have vendors outdoors and indoors, and there was a guy outside that had 6 or 7 short boxes of comics, and I found a few things in his boxes. Found Captain America number 131. Not in great condition, but I paid $10 for this, so not a bad deal at all. The spine is split right up there by the price, but the rest of it is not too shabby, so happy to get that book. Might have overpaid a little bit for this. Thor 246, battle between Thor and Firelord. I paid $5 for this, which is a little on the high end for something like this anyway, but when I got it home, I realized that there was a tear on the bottom of the back cover, so got burned a little bit on that one, but still a nice book. I also paid $5 for this, Marvel Premiere number 14, and the reason I paid $5 for this is because it's in such good condition. You know, high-grade Bronze Age Marvel, hard to go wrong for $5. Okay, the reason why I went to this flea market is because inside there is a comic book shop called Frank and Carl's Comics, and they usually have pretty good deals on books. And I've been selling a lot of my modern age keys to them so that I can focus more on Bronze and Silver Age books. And I sold my copy of NYX number 3, first appearance of Laura Kinney. I got $300 cash and $50 of store credit. So I went ahead and used the store credit, and I got the Invaders number 33. I think they had $10 on this. Picked up What If number 27. This was $7 or $8, I believe. Marvel Premiere 29 featuring the Liberty Legion. I believe that was $5. Hulk number 185. That might have been $7 or $8. Another series that I'm working on. This might be the best book that I found there. Actually, yeah, this is definitely the best book that I found there that day. I've been looking for this for quite a while. Didn't think I was ever going to find it in the wild. Didn't want to pay eBay prices for this. And I finally found Man of Steel number 19. Third printing, DC Universe logo variant. There it is. Check out that logo. It's so beautiful. And this was marked at $10, which I thought was an absolute steal for this book. So finally have that one. And also for $5, I got Savage Sword of Conan number 24. I'm always working on this series. Anytime I can find high-grade copies of this that I don't have yet at a decent price, I'm going to grab them. Cool cover. And also picked up number 26. This was also marked at $5. Another awesome cover. And that was all I got from that little shop. And there was also a guy there that had some dollar boxes. Didn't find much there, but I did find a couple issues of the Badger that I needed. Found number 65. Cool Bruce Lee cover. I used to own this. I'm not sure what happened to it. I might have sold it off. But got that again in the collection. And number 69. And those were both $1. Okay, moving on to the next spot. I took a road trip. My wife and I and our dog went down to an antique mall in northern Ohio. We go there a couple times a year. They've got a lot of comics down there, a lot of Bronze Age books, a lot of Silver Age books, and the prices are really, really good. First booth I came upon, so hard for me to turn these down when I find them for cheap and in high grade. Found a copy of Badger number 1 for $2 and another copy for $2. I'm not sure how many copies of this book I have at this point, but it's a lot. Love this book though. I'll keep buying it when I keep finding it for cheap. And also found a copy of number 3 for $2. All right. Most of the prices are still on these books. I left them on there so that I could remember how much I paid for them. Found a copy of Incredible Hulk number 155. And I paid $15 for that, but it's in pretty good condition. Just a book that I needed for my run. Invaders number 9, high grade copy. That was $3. Invaders 36, high grade copy for $3. Invaders 37, $3. And that was all of the Invaders that they had. They had a ton of Marvel 2-in-1 in high grade. Not sure why I just bought this one. This one was $3.50. And this is number 18. I just like the cover. Thing in Scarecrow. All right. There were not a whole lot of Silver Age Marvel, but I did find this one for $15. Thor number 159. So I grabbed that. That's in pretty good condition. Also found Thor number 310 for $3. 313 for $3. 315 for $3. These are all high grade books, guys. 317 for $3. And 318 for $3. There were so many other Bronze Age Marvel books in high grade for cheap that I would have bought, but I just had to draw the line somewhere because it was starting to run into some money. I also found 10 issues of Captain America, and they averaged out, they came to $40 total, so they average out to $4 a piece. And they're also in high grade. Found issue 159, which I thought was amazing to find these in high grade since most of them are black covers. 174. 176. This one's a minor key. 178. This is the first appearance of, I forget the person's name, but it's like the first, it's somebody who becomes Captain America after Steve Rogers quits and this other guy becomes Captain America for a brief amount of time. 190, another minor key. This is the second appearance of Nightshade, I believe. 191, featuring Stiltman, who... Stiltman is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Stiltman, even though he's kind of lame. And Cap and the Falcon rip off his helmet and beat the living crap out of him in this issue. It's kind of sad. Also picked up number 192. I'm pretty sure this one's also a minor key for some reason. I forget what. 194. 196. Love that Jack Kirby art. 197. And that does it for the comic books that I found at that antique mall. Like I said, there were so many more books that I wanted. I had a giant stack going, and I actually put a bunch of them back because I couldn't spend that much money. I'm trying to save up for the Grand Rapids Comic-Con next Saturday, so I really wanted to save a big chunk of money for that. But I did find one other book there, and this is my favorite find from that antique mall. It's a book I've been looking for quite a while. Really tough book to find in the wild, and this actually goes for a pretty decent amount of money on eBay, and I never really felt comfortable paying $30 or $40 for this. So I was super happy to find this for $3, and that is Comic Scene Magazine number 2. The Jack Kirby issue. Super happy to get this. Cannot wait to read it. Probably going to read that later this evening after I watch the Red Wings game. And yeah, just a super cool Jack Kirby partial photo cover. I just love it, and I'm really, really happy to finally get this in my PC. So that does it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Happy hunting, everybody. Bye.